In our previous video, we discussed some points on 1.5 breaker scheme. In this video, we will discuss about T differential protection of 1.5 breaker scheme. In 1.5 breaker scheme, there are two number of T differential zones and hence two number of T differential relays are present. At first, we will discuss why T differential protection is at all required. In 1.5 breaker scheme, there are 6 number of CTs per diagonal and CT1 of each diagonal is responsible for bus zone 1 protection, and this shaded zone of this substation is protected by CT1 of different diagonals. Similarly, CT4 of different diagonals are responsible for bus zone 2 protection, and this shaded portion is protected by CT4. CT5 of this diagonal is responsible for protection of line 1, whereas CT5 of this diagonal is responsible for protection of line 3. So this shaded portion is protected by this CT5 and this shaded portion is protected by this CT5. Similarly, CT6 of this diagonal is responsible for protection of line 2, whereas CT6 of this diagonal is responsible for protection of line 4. So, this two portion of power system is protected by CT6 of these two diagonal. These four portions are protected by distance protection. This part is protected by distance protection, which is connected with this CT5, and this portion is protected by distance protection, which is connected from this CT5. Like this, these two parts are also protected by distance protections, which are connected with this and this CT. Now notice that the unshaded portions of these two diagonals are not protected by any instantaneous protections like this bus zone differential relay or distance protection relay. Though these two parts are protected by distance protection of far end substations, that means if any fault occurs in these unshaded portions, then that fault will be cleared by zone 2 of sending end substation distance relays. But in a substation, we want to clear any fault by instantaneous protection. So, to clear any fault which may occur in these unshaded portions, we will use T differential protections, which will clear the faults instantaneously. This is schematic diagram of T differential protection. In one dia, there are two number of T differential protection, and this T differential protection is connected with CT1, CT3 and CT5, whereas this differential protection is connected with CT2, CT6 and CT4. As this T differential protection is connected with CT1, CT5 and CT3, so this relay will protect this portion. If any fault occurs in this portion, then that will be cleared instantaneously by this T differential protection relay. Similarly, this T differential protection is connected with CT2, CT4 and CT6. So, this T differential protection relay is protecting this part of our diagonal. So, you can see that the total unshaded portion or total unprotected portion of a diagonal is protected by two number of T differential protection. Each T differential protection is connected with three number of CTs, and in this diagram it is shown how three number of CTs are connected with T differential protection. If you want to know more about this protection, stay tuned by subscribing this channel and don't forget to press the bell icon for instant notifications.